cars I see here today makes me feel like a classic because a lot of these cars I grew up with and had them in school and I was able to drive a lot of those cars and actually own some cars that were here today as well. And it brings back a lot of great memories along with the great music that we have. The surfer music's from my generation and something that I truly appreciate. I want to welcome everybody to the Hot Rods of Irvine. It's the second year that we've done this event. We recognize the need for an event in the city of Irvine that would draw attention to the community of Irvine. And in looking around at things to do, one of our board members had a great love for cars, and we had a number of other people that had a real interest in classic and hot rod cars. And as a result of that, we decided to do a hot rod show in the city of Irvine. Thought it was something that would bring out people that have this very enthusiastic opportunity to show off their cars, and thankful that we have great weather, great cars, great food, fabulous music, and we've had a great attendance, and we're really excited about the opportunity of pursuing this activity in the next few years because we think it's beneficial for the city of Irvine. The Irvine Chamber of Commerce represents the business community, but this is an event that we do for the entire community of Irvine. We think that a responsibility of business is to give back to the community as a whole, and we're doing that today. We also are sharing the revenue that we're making today with ATSC, Assessment Treatment Services Center. That's a nonprofit organization that helps kids not only in Irvine but in Orange County as a whole. And it's a great, worthwhile charity that will benefit from today's event from the Car Guys.
This is my very first car show. I came in honor of my dad. My dad was the original owner. Fell in love with NASCAR and bought this car in 1970 and passed away and really wanted it to be shown. So I'm here in honor of his name today, and it's all pretty much original. Found out that a lot of people don't really know what this car is. The interest of the car for me is showing it for my dad, perhaps restoring it. I'm not quite sure what I will do with it at this point. There's a lot to be done. But he was very active with NASCAR for years, and he did take it to a lot of the NASCAR shows. In fact, he knew the Wood brothers and Pearson. In fact, when he bought this car, he bought it because it was the same model car that the Wood brothers were racing at the time. It had a front spoiler that's not on it now. That was the only modification he did to it. And that was basically his love. So I'm hoping to continue that in some way in the honor of NASCAR muscle cars. My dad raised me pretty much at car shows. I think that was the interest in cars. But as a child, my dad always had Fords and Mercurys, and they were always like this, either a 351 engine or a 428, and I remember big cars as a little girl. He used to take us to fabulous car shows that I just loved. So I'm sure that that was part of the inspiration for me keeping his car when he passed away. So I'm kind of glad that I've still got it, you know, to keep it in the family for a while. But I remember all the beautiful cars as a child, and I kind of recollected that today because everyone's car here is just cherry. They're so perfect, and I do recall a lot of that as a little girl, looking in these cars and wishing I could have one of those when I grew up because I wanted to drive one. And of course now I do have one to drive, so it's kind of like that dream came true and you don't even realize it. I was a little apprehensive coming today because I didn't really know the protocol of a car show. Was able to be entered even though it's not in perfect show condition at this point. Basically what I have is what I have kept, and I've done a few things to it, but not to the extent that a lot of the owners have here. So I was really pretty excited about it in the honor of my dad. He would like people to see it. So I think maybe it's time I need to get it out and let people see it for a while. Just share it, go to little local venues and restore a little bit at a time as I can afford it. We'll kind of see what happens to it. I'm not sure. After all the interest today, I should probably keep it and show it myself.